The ladies, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Sorry about my voice. Wonders they say shall never cease to happen in Africa. The same Africans who are fighting for freedom and crying for freedom are the same ones that will allow themselves to be used by the same people that are fighting against their own freedom or that are holding their freedom. The oppressors. When Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are all in all the saviors, the protectors, the unifiers, our three wise men took over office. We saw another person emerging in Guinea, and we were all excited, especially when ECOWAS sent a delegation for him to hand over power, and what he did, it gave us hope. Little did we know that this man is not going to be doing what we want, but rather to be dancing to the tune of the oppressor. According to a researcher, Mamadou Doumbouya, the president of Guinea, has allowed himself to be used by France. So it's not only Alassane Ouattara that is being used. They are working with Ivory Coast and Guinea presidents to cause destabilization in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. So there is a secret airport. According to him, this airport, nobody knows it. It is not on the map. It is a secret airport. France send equipment too. And whenever this plane comes, it doesn't land in the capital. It went straight to this airport, offload whatever, and boom, back to France. There are a lot of things that he brought out. But why are we surprised? Because this man is married to a French woman. According to RuPaul, this man is married to a police woman because the woman of this Mamadou Doumbouya, people are saying that he married a police woman, and some are of the view that this woman being a police woman was actually planted in Guinea. So that is the reason to which we are seeing that the West and America are not always targeting this man, because the man is doing what they want and not what will please Africa.
They own a house, the president of Guinea own a house within a policeman camp in France as we speak today. That secretly they re-allow French forces to enter Guinea, right? And they allow French forces to enter Guinea so they can organize coups and rebels against Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. Right. It is very clear that Doumbouya, after my research and other, of course, activist comrades from France and from West Africa, it is very clear that the redeployment of the French system within West Africa right now use Ivory Coast and Guinea, right? And within Guinea they have rebels, and they even have what? A new military base. In the north of the country, there's a new airport that have been done in northwest of Guinea, where there is a lot of French plane that can land. But this airport doesn't exist on any map. On any map. We just see the plane coming, up, he's landing, he's going back. Where does he go? He goes to Togo. He goes at the border with Benin also, because now Benin is also really close to the French, fighting Niger from Benin. So they deploy soldiers in Guinea. They inform them and they move them around Benin, Togo, especially Benin, because Benin is at the border. And from the border of Benin, they redeploy the imperialist tool within Niger itself, right? And if you remember well, Niger has captured also French Secret Service agents that and he told them those guys have been to a military base in Guinea. We want to know what is happening there. The whole region is asking what is happening in that base. Why is it that there's French planes that come in and out, and then we don't know about those planes? Why is it that those planes don't stop in Abidjan or in Conakry or other international airport? What do they stop here? They stop here because they drop military material for spying and for organizing rebels and rebellions. They stop here because they drop military material for spying and for organizing rebels and rebellions. So it's very serious. Yeah, very important. That's why I ask you.
3 weeks ago, there was a coup attempt in Burkina Faso.
In Mali.
In Mali.
They do that all the time, but they fail.
France is trying to use the local people, and of course there are some Burkinabe in France whom they are presenting as people who
They usually do that. They usually do that.
And they've seen what's happening in Senegal, because in Senegal, once again, the people that are against French neo-colonialism have been voted in power. So they have they have democratic rights, and they are voted in power. And they don't want that to happen in Ivory Coast, because every youth in this continent, especially in West Africa, is aware of French neocolonialism. He knows how Africa needs to gain back its sovereignty in order to develop. They have understood that. But what they don't want is for all those people to go and vote for opposition leaders that say the same things. And in Ivory Coast, you have opposition leaders that say this. You have opposition leaders that have opposed French imperialism, including Laurent Gbagbo, by the way, which want to be a candidate. So what is
he's coming back.
He's back. The power refused. But Ouattara refused. So they will continue to try to use democracy.
Now because you once colonized.
This thing is very sweet.
No, but French has been pushed back out of the continent by sovereignists, right? By Assimi Goïta, by President Traoré, by President Jani in Nigeria. French has been really contested and pushed back by the youth, by new young Africans, right? And so the militaries have had to leave Mali, Ivory Coast, Chad, Senegal recently, Burkina Faso, of course. And so what we observe is that the French didn't give up on the piece of cake that they had on the continent, right? They didn't give up. They reorganized, right? And I've been studying a bit of that reorganization, and it comes as there's three important factors we need to look at. Because at the time where sovereignists built themselves in order to stay stronger against French neo-colonialism and neo-colonialism in general from other countries as well, at the same time the neo-colonialists reorganized so they can have the next move, right? So they can control the next move.
It's so shocking, the things that he brought out. So there are a lot of people that Africans, we should be ready to hear their names, that they are working hand in hand with France to cause destabilization. If truly this man is for the African, you wouldn't marry somebody who is coming from France when you know very well that France is the reason to which we are backwards. He is fighting those in the Sahel. So why will you, a Pan-African who is looking for the freedom for your people, go and marry a woman from France? Africans, we need to rethink about how we are doing things. The same people we trust so much are the same people that these men are using, the West and America. The people we least expect and we love them blindly are the people that these people are using against Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. But some of us, even with the signs all over, we still pretend that these are leaders, do not have anything to do with that. They love them, they cherish them. But these people are very cunning. They are very smart and they know what they are doing. So it is high time we rise up to be watchful. It's painful that the same African that is looking for freedom is the same one that will allow himself to be used by these people. Which of these people can you, an African leader, use against his own people? But the African, because of our selfish and greed, will always allow these people to use us against Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Because they are doing the right thing, because they have refused to be puppets, because they are fighting for the freedom for their people, they must rise against them. For what reason? You prefer to please the French rather than pleasing the same people. I am never surprised about his attitude, because the moment I saw that France wasn't targeting Mamadou Doumbouya, I knew he was a puppet. Forget about the speech he gave out during the UN General Assembly. This man is completely working for France, and that is the reason to which they are not targeting him. If not, is he not also a military leader? Is he not also a military leader? We see him dressed in fancy whatever, wherever he appears. This man, I have not heard the good things that he's doing for his people. France is in a comfortable lead over there. And whatever that they plan against this are all also always be exposed. So we have to be vigilant and know that Ouattara face just came out. But there are a lot of people that are working with France to do away with Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. And we have to make sure that we rise and protect these, our leaders. And if truly we love our liberation, we should be ready to watch even the leaders that we are under them. Because as it stands now, somebody will say, everybody is a suspect. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, West Africa, and in Guinea. This is unbelievable.